Hello, Kevin Luther here with Wisevilla Winery and our vineyard manager, Heriberto Huerta. And Heriberto and his family have been pruning our vineyards for the last couple of weeks, preparing for the season. It's the beginning of the new growth. We're just starting to see some bud burst in some of our varieties, and we've already pruned most of our varieties at this point. But today we wanted to show you just a little bit about how we prune, and Heriberto and I are going to show you our technique here at Wisevilla Winery. This last fall, Heriberto, you guys came through and you pre-pruned and you took off a little bit of the growth here, right? To get ready for the springtime when you do the real pruning now.
Yeah, we can do, we do that because that way it's like a little easy to do the prune at this time. And we prevent some things in the vineyards too.
Yeah, it's important for the disease management, because if you prune too early and then the rains come, what you get is that opened cut, when it rains, that causes some fungus, some molds, and you can get some diseases like type of dieback, which can eventually just ruin a whole section of your vine. And so it's a really bad disease. But to avoid that, if you just pre-prune in the fall, and then you wait until later in the season, after the heavy rains and the really cold season, and then you do your final pruning now. Yeah. Show us a little bit about your pruning technique here, Heriberto.
Okay. Everybody else, they have the right ways to do it, but this is the way to what we're doing here. So be careful.
So you took out the bottom section, the bottom cane, and you left the other cane. What was the logic here? This is a stronger position?
This is a stronger position. This is a pretty good position to when the buds break out.
So you got the bud here and the bud here.
Two buds, two buds for each spare. Right here, the next one, and this is the cab. See this, to the people, this is the cab. This is the hard vineyard. This is one of the hard ones. Always we keeping the one on the bottom.
Yep.
The one on the bottom. You don't want to go higher.
So we take the bottom one because the top one, if you always take the top spur, it just gets higher and higher, and you end up with a vine that's too tall.
Yeah, then the fruit wanna be too higher. One on top and one on the bottom, so it's very important.
Yeah, you always take the bottom spur, and then you take a 2-bud spur on the bottom spur, because what you had was, this is last year's growth. So last year's growth, right? So last year you left this 2-bud spur, these 2 canes grew out of it.
Yeah, they come from last year, yes.
Right, so now this year you're gonna leave this 2-bud spur, and you're gonna get 2 canes coming out of that, right? So every year you start the process anew.
Yes. So now I'm gonna continue do this, and always looks for the spaces one to the other one. That way you don't get a bunch of the fruit on the same space.
Okay, you want to spread the sections, the new spurs out.
The new spurs, yes. And
really just get them nicely spaced, so as the new shoots grow, you're going to have an evenly spread canopy and evenly spaced fruit, right?
Yeah, that's why, because this is the reason why I do this is because you can get a bunch of fruit on the same space. We counting 1, 2 buds. So one branch coming out of here, another branch coming from here. Each branch got like 2 bunches of fruit. So you're talking about four bunches of fruit on this same space.
If they're growing too close together, they crowd each other, and you end up getting a lot of humidity and a lot of disease, and you get some problems, right? So you space them better.
And the air is not flow through, through the inside. You need the air fluid in it.
Yeah, and that's one of the really important things in growing grapes, is that in any climate, as the canopy grows, you can get a lot of leaves, a lot of grapes together, and so you can pull some leaves, you can spread the fruit out, and really get that airflow, which is so important. We have a really wonderful breeze that comes through here, even in the middle of the summer, in the afternoon. The breeze comes through and really cools the fruit down, but the breeze can't reach the fruit if you don't really open that canopy up, which is why we do so much stuff by hand here. How long have you been here at Wisevilla?
For 8 years now.
And this whole time you've been managing the vineyard, and your family's been helping, just other members of the community, it's friends and family, and your son and your wife come out here, Maria.
It's because of cab. This is the cab.
Is it the vines extra strong?
This is extra strong. Yes, extra hard.
And by the way, these canes, you know, this is we set these down on the ground. You can see as Heriberto's been going, he leaves the canes on the ground. As we harvest the grapes as well, we spread the grapes back into the vineyard. From the canes to the grapes, everything ends up going back into the vineyard and essentially mulching into the ground, and it works its way into the soil. I mean, if you actually look down here, you can kind of see the leftover vines from previous years. And over the course of years, they slowly decompose back in the soil, returning nutrients to the soil. Because, you know, Heriberto and I, we're both very excited about, we've been going organic here. And everything we use here is organic now. We return nutrients to the soil from our vines, from compost. And it's just much better for the grapes and much better for the workers, right? It's safer.
Safer, and you don't have to do much work to take these old branches to someplace else. And
so it just makes so much more sense.
Yeah, and it's good for the plants too. It's not bad to the plants. It's
absolutely. You know, I saw someone in Napa selling these. They took various different cuttings from the pruning, and they took a bunch of them like this, and they wrapped them up real nice and cut them even, and they were selling these on the side of the road for $10 a bunch for specialty barbecuing wood. So it's valuable stuff, but it's even more important for our vineyard.
For decoration.
Tell me a little bit about, you've been here with Wise Villa for almost 9 years now. Tell me why you like working at Wise Villa so much, and you know, a little bit about what you do here and what inspires you with working in our vineyards.
Well, you know, this is one of the jobs I love. I love my vineyards, and they happy. I'm happy, and they happy. So I think this is one of the things what you know, we can get a good qualities when you like it, you love the job. You
really, it's. I mean, I know in the winery with the wines, it must be like you in the vineyards that these vines are.
Oh yeah. You know, I talking with them, they answer to me, and it's like a child. You know, when you're a child, you can talk to the vineyards. What are you thinking? And they can answer if you just take like that, you know, like
you say, hey, you did a great job last year, huh? You know, that was some really wonderful wine. Did you know you won Golden State Winery of the Year? You know,
they answer to you, they answer, and so it's why, you know, keeping happy, keeping working here. I'm happy, they happy, and you can see the results when you happy, they happy. So you got a good qualities.
The grapes grow healthy. I mean, we give them organic nutrients. We take care of them. We spend time and we touch them with our hands. You guys are out here, you and your family, and it's like the vine is part of you and your family working out here. You know what? When I adopt the grapes from you, and I take care of your grapes like they're my children too. You know,
the children's going to you.
You sort them in the vineyard to make sure they come to me at the quality.
The qualities came to. Came to you, the good qualities that way, and you start with the new process over there.
Yeah, people didn't think you could grow grapes out here. You know, people are always telling us you can't grow Pinot Noir, you can't grow Cabernet Sauvignon out here. And I mean, with Dr. Grover Lee, with you guys have really done it. You've taken something people said was impossible to make great wine out here, and you're growing the grapes. You know, we're growing the grapes here, making great wine. I mean, that's got to make you feel pretty good, huh?
I know that people say, no, you can't grow something or this right here, but I say, yes, we can do it.
Yeah,
we can
absolutely.
Do it. Yeah.
And it's just by doing the right things. I mean, if it's a little warmer here, then the way you prune the vines, the way you train the green shoots is to give the grapes more shade, right? So we do things, if it's too hot, you give them more shade. If the vine's really strong, you give it a little more fruit to grow. Heriberto, this soil is something else that what you've done here and what we've done here has really influenced. That, you know, we have this Lincoln area is known for clay soils. Well, this isn't exactly clay, is it? I mean, everything you've done here and all of the composting has created a much more complex soil here.
Well, you know, one important thing with the ground, with the dirt, with the soils.
Some, like if you were growing just vegetables, it would just be this dark black agricultural soil. And I think the mixture of just really beautiful soil we have with, you can see this decomposed granite on top. I mean,
it's a rocky.
I mean, when you guys first moved in here, you spent days pulling out rocks and everything from this land. I mean, there was blackberry bushes and kiwi and rocks and everything, right?
Yeah, rocky grounds.
It's a transformation. You take care of it, it takes care of you. You thank it, it gives you thanks back. It's just like the vines, you know. It's
like
just one more member of the family, huh?
And the vines, they like this. They like this come of dirt or ground or soil.
Yeah.
They like it. They love that.
We're pretty lucky here, aren't we? I mean, this is your office, huh?
And when you guys, when you know, one tent work like happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm doing. I know what you're doing, and we are same. We connect to the process, so you see the results.
Yeah.
You know, the qualities, and right here, the qualities on this property, Wise Bella, like you say, I always thinking on that because which qualities we have.
Yeah.
You know,
and the way like you say, you know, we have some great qualities here, and then we work together. You and me, Grover Lee as well, and the soil, the vines, everything's working together. You know, that's pretty cool.
It's a big tent.
Yeah, exactly. Just one big family, you know, growing good stuff together.
Feel like family. Feel like you, me, the plants, the grounds, Grover, and you know, it's just like one family.
Say something to all of our Spanish listening friends out there, fans of Wise Villa.
Oh, well, yes, lo que quiero decirles es que en este trabajo de la uva es un trabajo de los que más me gustan a mí. Me gusta cómo ver la gente cuando vienen a comprar el vino allí, que se van contentos porque vienen y compran un buen vino. Pagan por un buen vino, no porque nomás vengan porque hay vino, no, es un buen vino. Yo le hago la invitación a toda la gente que va a mirar este video y que ya vean cómo estamos trabajando, cómo se trabaja aquí la uva y que tenemos muy buenas calidades para que gusten y vengan a probar el vino Wise Bella.
I'm Kevin Luther. Be smart, drink wise.
I'm Heriberto. Sé inteligente, ven y toma vino de Wise Bella.